Yo, what's up? I don't have a lot of free time this week, but I wanted to get this video out. So I'm recording it very quickly. So this is how to play Ohio. My guitar is tuned a half step down, which means instead of this being an E, it's actually like a D sharp or an E flat, whatever you'd say. So if you're playing along and your guitar's in standard, it'd be the same as if my guitar had a capo on it. This would be standard tuning. So, it doesn't make much of a difference. It's just if you're playing along and you're like, my chord doesn't sound like his chord, it's probably we're in different tunings if you haven't tuned your guitar down. Ohio is played a half step down. So the first chord, I don't really know what it is. I know it's a B root note. First chord, it's a mix between, like, if you took a D and instead put your middle finger where your first finger is, and then put your first finger up here, 2nd fret, 5th string. That's your first chord. Cool thing about this song is you don't really move your ring finger that much. Second chord is an A with the ring finger on it. Third chord, it's basically a G and a D put together. So you put your middle finger where your G would go, but you put your first finger where you would if you were playing a D. So it's just like a D chord, but instead your middle finger's up, top string, 3rd fret. And your fourth chord is a D, but without the middle finger. You don't just leave it out. We don't need it. Who cares? We're independent. We don't need that middle finger down there. Strumming pattern is really weird, because that's how I play guitar. It's half like these open strums and half of this palm mute. So it's like open. Your second chord, you just hit it twice. Same with the fourth chord. Sorry if I'm going too fast, my brain's scattered, but I'll play the riff and then I'll try to slow it down so that you can kind of understand what's going on. First strum is open. So like your first and your third chord are played exactly the same, like with the right hand, and then your second and fourth chord are played exactly the same, like with the right hand again. So that's the riff for the whole verse, both verses actually. Pre-chorus, it's the same first 3 chords from the verse. This, and this. But they're played a little bit longer and differently, and it's just open strums for here on out, so it's a little bit easier. So it's I said no. Palm mute. So when you're ending that pre-chorus on that last chord, you're palm muting it just like you were in the verse, but then you're letting up on it near the end to get ready for that chorus. Cool. Chorus, baby. There's an easy way to play it and a complicated way to play it, and so I'll show you both this. And you're actually including the middle finger this time. D to that G/D, so you're just moving your middle finger. The first chord from the verse, and then that A again, all the way back to that G again. The easy way to play it is by just playing those chords exactly as I showed you. So I'll try Christmas someday to get back to Ohio from the trip simply on. I'll be gone, I'll be gone, I'll be gone. Back to your verse. The complicated way to play it. There's a lot more going on fingers-wise. It's all still the same strumming, But on that D, halfway through it, maybe a little bit more like before halfway through it, you let go of that middle finger, so it sounds like, if that makes sense, to the G. The G gets kind of complicated. You're going to use your pinky here. You're going to have it up here. And then slide it back down. It's weird, and it's in the middle of the chord. Again, you don't have to worry about it if you don't want to. I'm just showing you how I play it. So it's, so I'll try. Cool. So then the second verse is the exact same as the first verse, and the second pre-chorus is exactly the same as the first pre-chorus. Only thing different is like the bridge. The bridge plays, it's like a mix between the chords from the pre-chorus and the right hand of the verse. So after, you know, I'll be gone, I'll be gone, I'll be gone. Sick, call me out of my head. I meant every little thing I said. And if I'm being honest, I think honesty is all I have. As the bridge goes on, it becomes a little bit more and more unhinged. So just like start progressively letting up on the right hand a little bit more, and by the end of it, you're like, you know, I'm on my way. I'm not palm muting anymore. End of the pre-chorus is. And then you kind of do this like toned down palm muted version of the chorus. Same chords, you're just playing it differently with the right hand. So and that's pretty much the song. Pretty easy peasy lemony squeezy. It's not really that easy. It's the chords are easy. The right hand's a little bit much. So I get it if you don't get it. Yeah, there you go. That's how you play it. Sorry that this video is so fast. I'm really swamped this week. Bye!